Beast breathing is one of the most unpredictable breathing styles in Demon Slayer. It's so unforeseeable that some of its forms couldn't be seen by the second strongest upper moon and managed to injure and even kill Doma. Plus you'll also find out that beast breathing is apparently derived from wind breathing. Did you know that the forms of beast breathing style aren't even called actual forms? Inosuke calls them Fangs, like the first Fang, Pierce. This Fang is powerful enough to penetrate demon skin, especially the daddy spider demon in season 1, whose skin is so tough it even broke Inosuke's swords. But even with broken swords, our boy managed to pierce through the demon's skin. And in season 2, Inosuke used his second Fang, Slice. Inosuke uses both his swords to make an X-shaped cut by slashing them together. I've heard he also used this move in Tic-Tac-Toe. Okay, I'm just kidding. I made that one up. But this Fang is strong enough to actually slice through steel, since these first two Fangs are powerful enough to cut through thick demon skin and steel. Chopping off other demons' heads is not a problem. Like with the third Fang, Devour, where Inosuke swings both his swords horizontally at his enemies' throats, just like he did to that fat demon in chapter 23. During the Mugen Train arc, Inosuke used the fourth Fang, Slice and Dice, hitting multiple crisscross slashes with both swords. This attack was strong enough to cut through the nasty flesh of the Demon Train. In the same arc, Bro used the fifth Fang, Crazy Cutting, which slices everything in all directions while Inosuke is in midair. This Fang is not only perfect for offense, but also for defense, since it can attack or deflect multiple attacks at once. This is how Inosuke protected the civilians and also how he protected Kanao when she was attacked by Doma. That's when I thought, damn, can these two be a ship? Like Tanjiro gonna be real, man. He's not gonna... Tanjiro, he's gonna... Fast forward to the Entertainment District arc. We saw Inosuke use the sixth Fang, Palisade Bite, to try to cut Daki's creepy talking Obi. Well, it didn't work, but when Inosuke used it against the real Daki, Bro easily sawed off her head. Now that we've reached the sixth Fang, you might have noticed that beast breathing kinda looks like wind breathing. Now it might look like that, and if you ask the fandom gods, they'll show you an image proving it's part of wind breathing. But according to other fans, beast and wind are different. Yeah, they're not close, because Inosuke never learned wind breathing and created beast breathing from scratch. Just like Kanroji, who learned flame breathing, but since it wasn't suitable for her, she created love breathing. So beast breathing is a DIY style, created by the bro Inosuke. He didn't learn it, bro built it from scratch when he grew up in the wild with boars, like bro is Tarzan. Still, why is it labeled as derived from wind breathing? Because one of beast breathing's fangs had wind elements on it, and I'm gonna explain that more in one of the fangs that's about to come up. Now aside from fangs, Inosuke actually had two interesting forms. Form number 1, or should I say, 7th form, Spatial Awareness. This form is really crazy. Inosuke uses his sense of touch to find enemies and their weak spots by feeling tiny changes in the air. This technique is so powerful that Inosuke could sense all the demons across an entire mountain. I know this form is not perfect for offense, but it's very helpful for tracking, since it can pinpoint enemies easily. Then the second one, or 8th form, Explosive Rush. And this form is, bro just runs. But just super fast, you know? That's about it, yeah. So what's the point of naming these two as forms? If you notice, there is an interesting pattern. It's possible that Inosuke doesn't call the 7th and 8th forms of beast-breathing fangs because they're not really attack moves. He only uses fangs if he can imagine his swords actually biting into something. Just like the 9th fang, Extending Bendy Slash. Inosuke disjoints his arms to extend his reach, then swings his sword forward really quickly. Bro used this in chapter 159, where Doma didn't expect this attack to reach him and got his eyes slashed. When Doma used his Freezing Clouds, Inosuke used his 10th Fang, Whirling Fangs, using wind and living up to its name. Inosuke spins his swords in circles really fast, like blades of a helicopter. This Fang is probably why beast breathing is thought to be derived from wind breathing. Doma actually tried to run away from Kanao and Inosuke, but thanks to Shinobu's poison, Kanao and Inosuke used this advantage to attack Doma. Mr. Upper Moon 2 still tried to fight back, but when Kanao used her final breathing form, along with Inosuke's 11th Fang, Sudden Throwing Strike, they defeated Doma. Finally, some justice, you know what I'm saying, guys? Because this jerk ate our girl Shinobu, and even killed Inosuke's mom, the most beautiful, lady in the world ever. You guys saw that, right? Look at her right here. And you know what's funny? It seems like Inosuke made up the 11th Fang on the spot while they were fighting Doma. Don't get me wrong, most Demon Slayers have their own additions to the original breathing styles, like Zenitsu, who created the 7th form of thunder breathing, Flaming Thunder God.